that to me was the moment that really caught the delicacy of the movement with the balloons. That beginning part where it wasn't quite clear, is this going to be a kind of a harmonic, or is it going to be a fully resonating string, or in your case a harmonic or a fully resonating tube? And I think that's a really interesting, sonically that's a really interesting point. You're not sure, it's something very delicate, you're not sure what way is it going to go. Is it going to get stronger, or is it going to stay in this kind of slightly floaty, dreamy space?
Maybe we would invite a person into the middle that would be the mover. Now it could be just too many things going on at one time, but it's worth the experiment as well. And that our job, the improviser, is to listen and respond.
Yeah, great.
What sort of stuff did you get up to when you were with the full orchestra?
The walking around and just stopping and making a sound or doing something, moving something, and it's kind of, you have to watch everyone and kind of get confused because then there's a tall person who go in front of you can't see. And then someone would do something really weird and you'd actually have to copy them and you'd kind of be real conscious and oh no.
But yeah, I mean,
at the same time everyone would have to do it.
Is it an awkward kind of thing? I mean, is it kind of like a take you out of your comfort zone sort of stuff?
Yeah, most of it. Not anymore, really. Just kind of get used to it. Kind of expect to do the weird things. It's fun though.
But it does feel weird, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you kind of see the point as to why it's the kind of direction, or does it still feel a little bit kind of?
I don't really see where it's going, but what we're doing is good, and you can kind of see what they're doing to make the things kind of go towards what they'll be doing at the end. So, you wouldn't be actually doing that, but you'd be doing things based around it and stuff.
Yeah, and. When you're doing stuff with the orchestra, where they're actually down in the band hall, what were the kind of positives out of that kind of 4 sessions?
The lying on the floor, because they actually made you listen to everything, and if you didn't listen to it, you kind of you didn't get what was happening, so you had to, and it made you kind of feel better about it. You understand it more.
Yeah, that's kind of curious because I mean, is like in your normal sort of when you're in orchestra and stuff like that, you'd assume that kind of musicians would be listening to each other. But do you actually really listen to what you're doing when you're playing normally?
You kind of only listen to some of the instruments. You don't listen to all of them. You kind of only listen to the ones that you kind of know what to play when they're playing it. Like with this, you listen to everyone. Different.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's benefiting you in any way at all in terms of your musical skill, or It's gotten very serious, hasn't it? Yeah, go on anyway. Sorry.
I'm not as kind of anymore. What's that word?
Timid, shy, awkward.
Yeah, that.
So what have you been up to today then?
The making sounds with air and stuff and moving and balancing balloons. That was probably the most fun.
Right, first of all, tell us about what's happened before we got here today. Tell us about the sort of things that what you got up to with the orchestra.
Well, with the orchestra, we've been kind of just experimenting more with sound. And we've been doing lots of... last time we did a really nice piece, and there was 2 people mirroring each other. There was 8 people on one side and another 8 on the other side, and we were mirroring each other. and that was really lovely. It made some really nice sounds together. And then we had different groups. One, like the cellos were keeping the rhythm, and that really made it nice and grounded, and it was really nice. There was lots of different sounds going on, and it really made it nice.
And what in terms of movement have you been doing so far?
Well, today we've done a lot of movement, and that's been really great. We've been doing lots of flowing movements more today, like lots of more kind of just bending and moving and stuff, more just letting yourself go more today. So yeah, that was really nice. Up until the stuff that you did down in the band hall. Tell us about your kind of feelings in regards to that. I mean, like, you know, were they generally positive? Did you feel good about it? Did you feel awkward? No, they were really good. They were really good. I think up until the last one got a bit nerve-wracking when we had to kind of choreograph and kind of get ready to, well, it wasn't really performing, but we were performing in front of the rest of our orchestra members, which can be a bit more nerve-wracking than performing in front of strangers. So, so that was like the first time she'd actually asked us to try and just make something out of what you're doing now, and that was a little bit kind of nerve-wracking and stuff, trying to get it right, and you know, but yeah.
What made you go on to do the second phase of the project? What kind of drove you to?
Well, my mom's a modern dancer, and I've always liked dancing. And then I've been playing violin for ages, and I've loved that as well. And when I heard about the Osami project, I really liked the sound of it. And we weren't sure, and then we heard about the Thursdays, so we thought we'd try them and then we'd see what we'd do. And the Thursdays were great. I mean, Deirdre and Laura were really, really nice. So it was really nice to do it with them, and I just thought it'd be a great crack.
And how have you felt yourself? I mean, have you found it that it's, I mean, during the period, like I said, did you feel awkward in any way doing the sort of stuff that you're asked to do? Or have you felt that it's kind of benefiting you in any way in terms of what you do normally? Or
I think when Deirdre first asked us in there to do with the balloons, to kind of just start moving, and she was getting us up 2 at a time. And I think at the beginning I was a bit nervous, like, oh, what are they going to think of me if I do this, and should I really let myself go? And then I just realised that's what your project's about, and if you're not going to let yourself go, then I just figured there's no use in doing the project. So it's really nice once you just kind of block out everybody else and just do your own thing, which is nice, you know.
Mm-hmm. And today, then, I mean, is this the first day at the kind of we've gone past the practice stage to the development stage, and the smaller group. How are you feeling about that today? Is it easier with the smaller group? Is it kind of harder because there's less people, or?
I don't particularly know. I think when we have more people, I think we take a longer time to get around to the stuff we want to do. And then I think with smaller people, there can be a bit too more hyperactive energy in the room, especially since we all know each other. But I think the smaller group is nice, just to get around to doing the stuff that we want to do, and just, you know, yeah, it's nice.